And I need to finish this project yet because I did not get that done last week. So another chill video, but my Freminet doll, I actually started filming this like last week. Oh, and yeah. So with how loose the shirt ended up being, like he has a dive suit underneath his shirt, and that's actually like what his shorts is just part of his dive suit. So with how loose the shirt was, I wanted to, not have skin showing. So that's why the paint underneath. And I did do more off camera. I just thought it might be boring seeing the same old stuff every same old time. And so this is more finger painting and then there's the measuring for some of the shoe details. Like, I do really absolutely love his design. And there's definitely details that I did not add, partially because I guess I could have figured out how to sew some of them, but at the same time, I didn't have it in me to put that much more effort in. And with this just being a personal plush for me, like, I can go back and add in his little, I don't know what you'd call them, pouches and stuff. But for now, I'm fine with that. And there's his little gear decoration, his simplified gear decoration. Incredibly simplified. And there's the little feetsies, because the sole of his shoes are like this yellowy-ish color. And I was definitely running out of this color. I don't remember exactly everything I used to mix it. I think I put like a hint of pink, some yellow and white for sure, though. I'm definitely running out of a lot of my custom colors. So I definitely need to go back and deal with that. I just don't want to because some of them I really don't know what I did to mix them. Yay! And I will say I complain about how much of a pain in the butt it is to like sew or not sew but paint on felt. I would kind of argue that Minky is worse. It's a lot more textured, so there's a lot of just when you paint, there's like little ridges where it doesn't always get under, and then you have to add extra coats, but then it's all stiff on top from the paint. So maybe painting on Minky isn't the best idea, but I don't know what else to do. Don't really know how this all works. And yeah. But I keep doing stuff anyway, and I'm not really sure if it's working or not, but it's a thing that has happened. Yeah, this is like the 400th time I've even made his beret, or at least like the 4th in general. If you want to include Pear's beret, add like 3 more to that. And like the beret itself is not that hard. And honestly, the top hat on Lenny wasn't that hard last week either. I think I might need to make the brim a little bit wider than what I'm doing. But yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of pins in that, but I glue it down and then I'll put pins to hold it. And I waited for the pins on the front to dry before I flipped it, because otherwise it just wasn't going to sit well. And I wanted to make sure it would hold. And I think that was when I was working on the... What's that? Oh, I don't know. There's a small section in here where I had to cut out, but it was working on the bow and it was all like off camera, so I just kind of deleted that footage because it was kind of useless. And yeah, there's my in progress Lenny to prove that I definitely tried to do all of these last week and failed to do so. I was going to do a marker or try to do some sort of marker for next week's project, but I kind of found something else that has taken my attention, so there's that. I'm mostly deciding on the background before I get officially started with the gessoing and the painting, because that's going to kind of make a difference. Because there's like 3 different ways I could do the background part of it, but yeah. His bow really does not show up on camera. Like, it just blends in so much with his shirt. I mean, they're the same color, so it makes sense, yes, but, you know, it being, like, more 3D than the shirt, you'd think it'd pop out more? No. And yet, all those lines on the bow are messy, like, on the little parts that come down, but I clean up at least the inside with the blue that gets added here in a bit. And this was just messy no matter what I was going to do. And I really know how to handle it because, like, the bow has a circular metal thingy for the design, and mine was square. I probably could have done a much simpler bow or something. Yeah, I didn't. I did change the color of those straps later. Like, the blue was fine, and I'm pretty much out of that blue. But also, I don't know, I just didn't feel like it stuck out as much. So I wanted to do something about that. Because, I don't know, I think like I said, I think everything about the design is really cool. And this was me changing the eye color. I still didn't get it right. I think his eyes are actually a little bit deeper. They're really pretty, like, blue-gray color, and I just did not get it right no matter what. Especially looking back on the footage, I definitely did not get any of that right. And then, of course, the little blushy, which ended up super dark, which isn't too bad for the face, but then I wanted to, like, just add a teeny tiny bit to the knees, and they're bright red. Apparently I have no control with the pastel dust. But anyway, yeah, no, here's the finished product. Yeah, no, the knees are really wonky, just from how bright they turned out, but it's a personal doll. No one has to like it but me. Yes. Get out of that fuzzy. And I don't remember how messy my desk was in the last video, but it got a bath since then. Someone put paint all over it and never cleaned it up. Like, rude. Yeah, they're showing that I did 2 eyes. I could have done more shading in the eyes, I guess, but I did not. I definitely want to get better about that with eyes in general, and there's this little pear doll, which ended up pretty egg-shaped. But hopefully this video wasn't too boring for being another Finish My Project, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye!